Good evening. Jolly Pies for crunching on these M&Ms. I got two left, so I'm gonna eat them. Oh man, it's keying out the yellow in my M&M. I guess it's yellow and blue make green, so it's keying out the yellow, and then you can see the shine on the M&M right there. You can see the shine on the M&M, but it's keying the yellow out. That was cool. Hey, while I'm chewing on my M&Ms, I was thinking about something earlier today that I want to talk about, and it just was like one of the things where so many times as like especially new traders, right? It happens with new investors also, but especially with as new traders, us as new traders, and I consider myself a new trader because I only been doing this stock market thing since 2020. March 2020 is when I first dove in. And hold on. I didn't even get the pleasantries out of the way. I ain't introduced myself. Let me get me a sip of this high quality H2O, and then we're going to get to it. Now, with that, if this is first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not the first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. And I also want to say, well, thank you for always putting up, tuning in. Me, my homeboy Spidey back here, my sweetie over there in the corner. We hanging out in that London fog room. If you don't know who I am, I'm nobody special. My name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., just the average dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I get on Al Gore's internet every single day and talk about the price action. Why do I talk about the price action? Because I wholeheartedly believe that that's the most important skill set you can have to help you make trading and investment decisions. Why do I believe that? Excuse me. Those M&Ms and water are coming back to like with a vengeance. Why do I believe that? Simple. The price action is nothing more than the price that individuals and companies and whoever else paid for an asset spread out over time on a chart so you can visually see it. So this is the truest representation of what's going on with that asset, like money wise. This is how much it's cost over a period of time. I don't care if you're looking at a 10-year chart, a 10-minute chart, a 3-second chart. I don't care what length chart you're looking at. That's the price laid out on a timeline in a graphical representation so that you can see, oh, the price went down, the price went up. You can visually see the movement of the price. And if you learn to get in tune with the algorithm, you can educatedly and very accurately predict and anticipate where the price is going next. If you learn how to read the price and understand what the algorithm is doing, you can educatedly and extremely accurately predict and anticipate where price is going. So I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, once in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about the overnight price action so that we can see what did the futures do overnight and what do we anticipate them to do this morning. And then we get together at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like now, and we look back at the day and say, hey, what did price do? Some days I might get to run in my mouth and share stuff from where does this stuff come from that I share? Oh, I can tell you where it comes from. It comes from here, inside the mind of little Timmy Rogers. That's where it comes from. And while we're putting stuff on the screen, I'd like to welcome you to the price action recap for March 16th, 2023. Now, I was going to talk about some stuff that just came across my mind about 45 minutes ago. I'm not going to tell you where I was because I was in a little room. It has a door. It has a tub. It has a sink. It has a toilet. I was in this little room minding my own business. And then something came across my mind. As new traders, and especially new traders, but it happens to new investors too, we get to focusing on stuff that we really don't need to be focusing on. And it's because people who we think know what they're talking about has some fancy words that they use to sound intelligent in front of their friends at parties. You ever been at the job? And if you don't feel me on here, you probably the one at the job. You ever been on the job and it's always this one person that everybody know he or she don't know what in the world they talking about, but for some reason the management swear that they the smartest person in the facility. The management always going to them, asking them for advice, asking them for just always asking them for something because they think they're so smart. And then as they're standing there talking to the management or the supervisor, you're looking like, we are going to hell in a handbasket if they take this fool's advice. But they take it because he or she has some very fancy words that the manager don't understand, and they're saying it with much confidence. And the manager take it hook, line, and sinker. Ain't even fighting. Ain't even putting up a fight yet. Ain't even putting up a fight. Hook, line, and sinker. Right? Tim, what are you talking about? I got to thinking about that because if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Opex week. Right? I think this is Opex week. And look, Timmy Rogers, you don't have to think like me. You don't have to think like, because I've just come to this revelation here recently. Because back when I was a loyal come up cousin, now this is no shot at Mark. Me and Mark cool. This is no shot at Jolene. I don't know her personally, but this is no shot at Jolene. Me and Mark are cool. We're cool people. Talk on the phone from time to time, text all the time, send each other funny little memes and stuff and little videos. But back when I was a loyal come up cousin, boy, when it came to Opex and Quad Witch and all the earning seasons, all these fancy words, my inner trader got riled up. Sometime I got frustrated, breaking out into cold sweats and highs. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Quad Witch coming up. What am I going to do? Quad Witch right around the corner. Quad Witch. Earning season. Until I sat down and read a book. Y'all know I don't really read. I listen to books. I be listening to stuff. Now I will read stuff on Investopedia. If you want to know some stuff about the stock market, just browse through Investopedia. It will make you very book smart. You will know everything to know book-wise about the stock. There's some beautiful stuff on Investopedia. May not tell you how to apply any of it, but boy, you gonna know a lot of stuff. Right? Now, when I started reading this stuff for myself, I came to find out that Opex. Some people call it Opex. I call it Opex because it's options expiration or options expiry or whatever it is. I call it Opex. It's nothing more than the monthly contracts expiring. So what does that mean? That means that who's ever holding a position on this expiration date, they have to close that position. It's going to close on its own. It may expire worthless. It may expire in profit. It may expire in a loss, but it's going to close. So when you really think about it, the SPX, the SPX didn't always have it, but now the SPX, the SPY, because usually the SPX used to have like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday expirations. Then they had like the monthly Opex, but now they got expiration. They got 0-day expirations every single day. So why the whole trading world ain't in a frenzy every day? We got an Opex every single day. But we put so much value or so much importance on the monthly expiration. And then we put a whole lot of importance on the quarterly expirations. That's when the quad witch come around. Quad witch. Even got a fancy name for it. Quad don't mean number 4. And it's 4 different things that's expiring at the same time. Now, will it inject some short-term volatility in the market? It will. But what's the difference between quad witch injecting volatility and volatility and CPI injecting volatility or FOMC injecting volatility? It's just volatility being injected into the market because of an event. We look at the calendar every day, every week to see when the potential volatile events are coming up so that we can prepare for them, right? What do we not do? We do not look at these volatile events and be like, hey, do you think this is a good time to buy? We never say that because we know when we look at, we have been taught properly when it comes to the everyday stuff on the routine stuff on the calendar. We've been taught properly that if you're a trader, you don't want to be actively in a trade when CPI drops. You don't want to be actively in a trade when FOMC minutes drop or the press conference drop. You don't want to be actively in the trade. If you're a day trader, if you're a swing trader, you want to start managing your position. If you are close to your target or it ain't really moving for you, you might want to start managing. You can make educated decisions. But I've heard so many, and I used to say this in the past myself. So many people ask me, do I think they should wait until quad witch to buy a position? Come a little closer. Come here. Little Timmy Rogers will never wait for a volatile event to buy a position. What little Timmy Rogers do with volatile events, right? Leading up to them, I studied the market's behavior leading up to the event. I wait for the event to drop, and then I trade what I see after the event drops. The market will show you what it wants to do after the event drops. You ever heard the term buy the rumor, sell the news? Because they use people that's uneducated, you and me. They use us to offset their positions. And when I say they, I'm talking about the smart money. And I'm not talking about, just any smart money. I'm talking about the algo. The same algo that I found where he lives because I figured out the place through research and just stumbling upon things. I found the real buyer and the seller for pretty much every transaction that happens. It says on DTCC, it says on their site that they take care of 85 to 90% of the government's securities. So that's pretty much everything for the government. And then they buy and sell for all the other transactions. This person is a buyer, that company is a buyer, that firm is a buyer, whoever's a buyer. These people over here are sellers, they're sellers, they're sellers. DTCC stands in the middle, said, I'll buy everything from you, I'll sell everything to you. And then they take all of that and they go to the Fed and be like, Fed, here, give me my money, here's your money, there you go. Just one. Now, I'm saying all that to say, let's stop focusing on what doesn't matter. If you are a long-term investor, right? The most important thing to you as a long-term investor is, I'm not going to say the most, but I'll give you some stuff to focus on as a long-term investor. Is this a healthy company? Right? How do you know if the company's healthy? We're looking at their balance sheets. Do they got more money than debt? Are they reinvesting in themselves? Are they, do they have something that separates them from the herd? Right? Are they a leader in their area of expertise, or are they behind the power curve? Figure out, if you're a long-term investor, figure out that stuff about the company, right? And then you can take the skills of reading the price action to know, if you don't want a dollar cost average in, just mean it's just buying the same amount every so often, once a week, once a month, once a quarter. If you want to just look and say, okay, I'm only going to buy it when it go on sale. How do you know when it's on sale? By looking at the price action, right? Just focus on that. Because guess what? Quiet witch doesn't make you no difference if you're a long-term investor. It's a non-issue. If you're a swing trader, right? If you're a swing trader, quiet witch is really a non-issue for you also, because you're holding your position for a longer amount. Only time quiet witch may become an issue for you is if your position is expiring around quiet witch. If you're a swing trader, and if you're a swing trader, you shouldn't even be still in your position when it's time for it to expire, unless you want to buy the shares. And even still, you don't need, or unless you're a premium seller. If you're a premium seller, you want to, hold it until the end so it expires worth it, so you can keep all that money that you collected. But let's focus on the stuff that's important. Let's stop focusing on all this other foolishness. I got one other thing I want to share with you, because as I was thinking about this, when I was somewhere minding my own business, I started looking at a video from my financial advisor. And at the end, he said something that hit on the in the same vein, along with what I'm talking about, like focusing on what matters. I want to share it with y'all. Peep what he said. See if y'all pick this up. See if y'all pick up what he putting down. He gave a gem and a half for those who really want to pay attention. Now, wait a minute. I got to pull it up first and then share it so y'all can hear it. I got to pull it up first, and then because if I share it now, y'all won't be able to hear it. What will we find when this comes off? Y'all already know what I'm looking at. Y'all already know what I just said ooh for. Let me show you for those who don't know. Right here. What will I find? What will we find when this comes off? Jazz Wealth. Live videos. There's some right here.
Helping improve your trading skills with innovative
tools.
Our exclusive performance analytics gives you personalized, in-depth insight.
I might put a one in chat if y'all can hear
a recession 100% of the time. So I wanted to do that, and it's kind of quickly going through it, but I wanted to share that with you because, whoa, it does happen, but why is it not happening? These things
right around here.
We've got some changes in the S&P 500, S&P 400, S&P 600, and what happened? Why is that happening now? Anybody know? Because just like, where's Warren Buffett? Why isn't he on TV every day? Normally, he's on TV quite a bit. Why is everything okay? Why is he not on TV? He's shopping. He's out there going, okay, we got my discount here. He buys when things fall. Notice that. That's a common theme. Whenever something is going really poorly, Warren Buffett is not on TV. He's working. He's putting his money to work. But when things are calm and everything's up, hey, yeah, I'm available for an interview. Think about it that way. When Warren Buffett shuts up, and so do all the other big guys, when they shut up and go to work, you probably should too, right? Seemed like a good time to do that.
Warren Buffett, when you see, I'd have said it a million times. When he said it, it just y'all have heard me say it a million times. When you see people talking about stuff on CNBC and on TV like that, it's too late. Remember when I said that they use people like me and you to offset their positions, meaning they use us to sell to get their profits? You notice what he just said? When things are bad, Warren Buffett and all these other gurus are never on TV. You know why? Because they out there shopping. And then when they get on TV, 2-3 months later, because when they what they call them, the 12S or the 12, what's the thing that they got to put out to show what they trade, what they buy and sell? It's not a 12S. What is the thing? 5. I can't think. I'm having a brain cramp. But it's like a sheet. It's like a thing where 13F. That's it. Thank you. It's a 13F. They have to put out that stuff be like a quarter old. Right? So when they get on TV and start talking about what they buying and get you all hyped up to go buy, when you buy it, guess who you buying it from? Because you know when they start talking about it. Let me let Dustin tell you one more time. He gonna tell you when they start talking about it.
All right, we got a business. I'm available for an interview. He buys when things fall. Notice that. That's a common theme. Whenever something is going really poorly, Warren Buffett is not on TV. He's working. He's putting his money to work. But when things are calm and everything's up, hey, yeah, I'm available for an interview. Think about it that way. When Warren Buffett shuts up, and so do all the other big guys, when they shut up and go to work, you probably should too, right?
When they start talking about it on TV, they looking for me and you. They looking for me and you to come over there so they can offset and get their gains. Get the knowledge. Focus on what's important and play the game that's best for you. Run your race. Run your race. Don't try to run Warren's race. Don't try to run my race. Don't try to run ICT's race. Run your race. Don't worry about these fancy little catchphrases that Trader X or Trader Z, whoever the new hot trader of the month is. Don't worry about what they talking about. Get the knowledge and run your race. You feel me? You feel me? Hey. What SJ say? I know I'm late, but Ninja Trader with all these updates. I don't know. I don't know what updates. What you talking about? Like the online stuff? I don't know. I haven't looked at. What's up, Tranisha? What's going on, Mendez? The best ideas come from the room. I have one. You got one of them rules too. You got one of them rules too. What's up, Robinson? Hey, man. Hey, I ain't even gonna read the comments no more. I'm gonna stop reading the comments. Just off that. I ain't reading no more comments. I'm sick of it. Hey, let's go over here. I'm on Al Gore's internet. I don't even think I got my I still got my what's the name up. I still got my ES up from this morning when we were doing the overnight price action. I still got my ES up over here. So let me move the dollar out the way and change this to the day so we can go over here and holler at our friend Spalene. For anybody who don't know who Spalene is, Spalene is the SPY. If you look right over here, you see that right there, it says SPY. That's the ETF that tracks the performance of the S&P 500. Right? Around here, we call it Spalene. Right? We even wrote a song for it. You want to hear it? Here it goes. If you know the words, please sing it with me. Spalene, Spalene, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. Oh, Spalene, what did you done do? Spalene came all the way up here, and I do declare, almost filled in this entire daily fair value gap right there. That is I do declare. Look at this candle right here. I do declare. Why did it do that? Let's go back and see if we can figure out why did it. Hey, what did I said I wanted to talk about something. Wait, let me go to the Discord. I said I wanted to talk about something. Let me see. See there? Will someone remind me to discuss this tonight on the live stream? I got one person. I thank you, Father Legends, for hitting the little note-taking thing, right? Is Father Legends in here tonight? I don't see him in the chat, so I can't blame him. So, no one pays me any attention when I drop stuff in the Discord. Thank you for not paying me attention. I get the message. I will not put anything in the Discord no more for people to remind me. What? Why did I read that Nah, we good. Okay. Robson say we good, so we ain't gonna discuss it. Robinson say we good, so we ain't gonna discuss it. Let's go over here and talk about something else. The SPY went up. That's the price action on the SPY. The SPY went up today. Okay, price action on the ES. The ES went up today. That's the price action on the ES. Do anybody got anything else before I wrap it up? Hey, Robson say he don't want to talk about it. I'm honoring his wishes. I'm honoring his wishes. Anybody got anything before I call it? Before I call it, we went up today. That's what we did. Where are we since we went up? We are back at the breaking market structure right here. We came right back to the breaking market structure. That's what a destination. When you get to a destination, you want to start looking for clues. Are we going to continue this direction? Are we going to turn around? That's a destination. What makes it a destination, right? Couple things makes it a destination, right? If we're looking at the entire piece of the price leg right here, right? If we're looking at the entire piece of the price leg, even if we're just looking at this piece of the price leg right here, this area right there at this breaking market structure, that's a breaker right there, right? That's a breaker right there. These are daily candles, right? That's a breaker right there, right? We've come back into a breaker. What's a breaker? A breaker is a reference point. The algo says, hey, I need to go back to this point for you know what I'm saying, for something, right? That's a breaker right there. A bearish breaker at that, right? We came back into a bearish fair value gap. That's an imbalance. That's something that the market has to come and take care of. That's an imbalance, right? We've come down. Breaking market structure, breaker, imbalance. We've come back to the breaker, come back to the fair value gap, come back to the breaking market structure. That's a destination. What do we do now? We look for clues. The price, wait for the price action to show us, does it want to get up into this area up here, right? What clues are we looking for to give us a hint of, you know, what can probably happen, right? We got what I like to call a pang-out from right here, right? So we're looking at the pang-out leg, right? And so from the pang-out leg, we go from the candles next to it and look this way and check out what has price done. Did we leave there? Because did we get that pang-out after leaving a balanced price range? How do we know? We inspect to the left and we look to see if the market offered buy side and sell side at every juncture. Did the market offer buy side and sell side? What's some quick clues that can tip me off that the market did? Opposing fair value gaps. You got a BISI and a SIBI right next to each other. That's a quick clue. Like, hey, opposing fair value gaps. That's a quick clue of a potential balanced price range. What makes that a quick clue? I'll explain it in the words of the idea of the thoughts of little Timmy Rogers. We left that area in a hurry to the upside in this case, right? Pang out, right? As we see over here, we offered buy side and sell side. Then we left that area in a hurry, making that what? A balanced price range. We went up here, hit a destination, and then rejected off of it hard. Then we got back to that area. We cut through it like butter, straight through, creating opposing fair value gaps as we were coming back through it. So that's clue number one, that everything from this candle here this way is a balanced price range, right? All of that is balanced out. And the same goes for up here. Everything from this candle here that way, or even this candle here that way, we took off balanced price range. If you notice, when the price came back up where to this candle's open, stopping where before we got all up into this candle that way, and then we dropped down. So now that price is coming back up, right? We have a breaker right here, an imbalance right here, right? So the likelihood of us rejecting off of this and coming down is high. The likelihood is high, but we have to wait for the market to show us what it wants to do. Because why? We just got to a destination, right? When you get to a destination, you want to see who's getting off the train. Is the train going to keep going, or is the train going to reverse? Let the market tell you what it wants to do. That's all I have. If you're not going, real talk, if you're in the Discord, take a look at the chart that Angela posted. She had a fire trade today with multiple time frame confluence, dope charting. Are you talking about the everything on my chart screenshot that she shared? Everything in my mama's chart? This one right here? Is this the one you're talking about right here? Let me get over this cold, get my voice back, and convince Angela to partner up with me. Oh, you talk about that up there, what he said. What am I looking at here? Not sure if I missed it, but what's update on your channel members being added to the Discord? Hey, Power Moves. I must have been talking to you this morning. I put a link in the membership section that said the voting was done, and click this link to join. Don't share this link because I know how to count, and if people start popping up that ain't supposed to be there. Did you just get off while I was talking? Did you just see this one? I don't even talk to IG. Robinson, I don't know what I'm looking at over here. Confluence, LQ grab. Here we go. I'm assuming LQ is liquidity. LQ grab, new day opening gap. Okay, I'm in there. All right. Come over to YouTube also. I don't be looking at IG. CE daily wick, prior day, 0.5, 15-minute fair value gap, current day IDR. I do not know what RTH is. Gap above. What is RTH? Somebody please help me. Bonus SMT with YM. All right, so liquidity grab. Okay, we took liquidity here. Right, okay, we took liquidity here. New day open gap. We hit the new day opening gap. Right, I see the new day opening gap. CE of daily wick. CE of daily wick right here. All right. Prior day 0.5. I don't know what that means. That must be a DR, IDR thing. Prior day 0.5, I'm assuming because the I'm assuming the 0.5s because it got it have like fib things on it. So I'm gonna go with that. Prior days 0.5, 15-minute fair value gap. I'm assuming that it's this teal color one right here, greenish, tealish. I don't know. It's not marked, so I'm assuming that's it. 15-minute fair value gap. Current DR, IDR right here. That's this area here with the little dash lines in the low and the high. I don't know what this is right here. The RTH gap. I do not know what that means. Regular trading. Oh my God. Oh my God. Regular trading. Regular trading hours gap. Okay. Okay. Regular trade. And then SMT diverged with YM. All right. So in the whole conglomeration of what in everything in the world is on the charts, and see, this is why I be like, I got to get some of the junk off my chart. When I be putting stuff on my chart, and I be like, man, I ain't putting that on there. That's too much junk on my chart. This is why, because it's like, man, my eyes going crazy right now. But that is a lot of confluence. I really don't know what Robinson really wanted to talk about on here, but that is a lot of confluence in this area right here. Right there, you got a whole lot going on. If you I don't know the rules with DR and IDR right here. I think you need some kind of confirmation somewhere before taking a trade on that. So I can't speak on that, but I think you need some kind of confirmation, and it don't look like it confirmed until over here, and then never came back. The new day opening gap, you hit that after taking out sell side, so that could have been a long entry there. You got the consequent encroachment of the day. This right here, it failed to get there, and then we got a pang out coming up here. Where and then we came back down. There we got a pang out there, came back down here, back to that same area there. And failed to take out the sell side again. Really nothing for me to take an entry off of, but you know what I'm saying, maybe you could, if you entered over here on a turtle soup, but me personally, there's nothing for me to take an entry off of over here. For real. Yeah, it's really nothing for me to take an entry in off here, but it's a lot going on with that. Besides this, if this is a 15-minute fair value gap right there, looking at this 5-minute, I'm not really seeing nothing. But if this is a 15-minute fair value gap there, right? Once we came down and bounced off this and got above it, you can expect this to act as support, and it did support. The bodies of the candle totally respected it, so that could be a long entry off of this 15-minute right there. But on the 5-minute, like I say, I ain't really seeing nothing that says, ooh, pick me. But you know, with that, you can but it's a lot of confluence in there with prior planning. This is a beautiful place to go long at if you understand how to read the price. Yes, I talked about your little confluence chart. You happy now? Are you happy now? NQ1 is the NASDAQ. ES is the S&P. Oh yeah, YM is the Dow. YM is the Dow. Sorry about that. Thank you there, Ruben. Thank you there, Ruben. You see, Erica was confused too with the initials. There was no pure DR trade today because price moved too fast. Angela combined DR with ICT to get in early at the low for excellent reward. That's what's up. Congratulations, Angela. Congratulations, Angela. Hey man, that's all I got. Do anybody got anything else? That's all I got. Do anyone have anything else? Do anybody want to talk about anything? My sweetie not here. Junior had like a event with the Powder Puffs. With the Powder Puffs, they had a volleyball tournament. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Let's go back. Let's go back and review the tape. No. Real talk. If you're in the Discord, take a look at the chart that Angela C posted. She had a fire trade today with a multitude of confluence, dope charting. If you ask me to pull something up, that means you want to discuss it. It's implied volatility. Nothing has to be, it's implied volatility. Like, get off my screen. Do anybody else want to talk about anything else besides Robinson? Anybody else want to discuss anything? Anybody got any questions? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Tim, read the comment Father Legend had right above that Tim post. What in the world is a Tim post? I want to see what a Tim post is. I see regular trading hours. Right on time for FOMC. Masterclass. Hold on. When's the masterclass? Okay, I see when is the masterclass. Right. He was talking to Robinson. He said right on time for FOMC. Don't know what that means. Fists up. Regular trading hours. Man, y'all, you got me out here chasing unicorns, man. Right above Robinson post. And you said Father Legend. Tim, read the comment from Father Legend. Am I missing something? Let me go all the way to the top. Okay. High potential. Yeah, I don't see that. Robinson, when is the BDR masterclass? Right in time for FOMC. That's it, man. That's it. What? Which one are you talking about? Yes, OMG. I do not know what Ruben talking about right now, man. I do not know what Ruben talking about. Let me see if I can find this clip. Hey, let me see if I can find this clip real quick while I wait to see. All Father legend asked Robinson when he was hosting the masterclass to look at All Father legends asked Robinson when is the masterclass. So Robinson said to look at Angela's chart. Oh, okay. Well, tell Robinson to put somebody's name on it. If he don't put somebody's name on it, I think he's talking to me. How about that? How about that, Robinson? What was I fun to look up? Oh yeah. No, this is what I'll look up. I was about to look this up for what's name, but he fixed it. I'm still gonna share it for you, Ruben. You had me lost, and I was just about to tell you this right here, my guy. But even though you fixed it, since I took the time to look it up, I'm still gonna share it with you, Ruben, sir.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Hey, man. Hey. That's all I got, man. That's all I got. Yeah. I ain't got nothing else. I will see y'all in the morning for the overnight price action. Again, let's try to focus on the things that's important. You know, let's try to focus on things that's important. Let's try to focus on the thing that's going to keep us moving forward. I think that was this morning when I was like frustrated because all the stuff that be showing up on my Twitter timeline is a bunch of ICT haters, and they be talking about you ICT traders all the time. I don't know why that stuff show up on my timeline. But let's try to focus on the stuff that's important. Let's stay engaged. I appreciate everybody that support the channel in a financial way. Speaking of support the channel in a financial way, let me check the membership real quick to see if we got any new members or any members with fancy badges. Wrong thing. And then we're gonna close it out, man. Would you say tape reading helps build patience? No, it doesn't. Tape reading doesn't help build patience. What helps build patience is sim trading. Sim trading helps build patience, right? Tape reading helps you to learn to see the moves, right? Tape reading helps you learn to see the moves in real time, because looking at when you go and back test or look back or whatever you want to call it, right? If you want to go back and back test or practice, you have the benefit of hindsight where it taints your honesty. It taints your honesty where you manipulate yourself into thinking that you're better than what you really are, because you have the benefit of hindsight, and that's a very good thing. It's a very good thing because you're motivating and encouraging yourself. You're not negative talking. You're not, hey, Brian, hey, get off my screen. You're not negative talking. You're building yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You're ingraining it in your head. You're duping yourself into thinking that, yeah, I saw this in real time. Now, what tape reading does, it gives you an opportunity to exercise that muscle. It gives you an opportunity to enhance that confidence. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't give you patience. It just enhance that confidence, because now you can't see the right side of that screen at all, right? But now you have to go back and take what you've learned by looking back at old price action and put it to effect. Then put it into effect, right? Shout out, I saw it. I didn't read it, but I saw it. Somebody said something about a breaker, 70%. Rashad said breaker, fair value gap, 70% retrace, only time will tell, right? And why did I say shout out Rashad for that, right? Because, right? Right? So, if we look here, right, there's nothing. I could pull this over. There's nothing over there. That's the abyss. That we're looking into the abyss. If we do like this, everybody do like this right here. We're looking into the abyss, right? Where's the abyss? The abyss is that away, right? There's nothing over there. There's no price action over there, right? So now what we have to do, we have to look back at these areas here, right? And look for, like, we came here, we came down, we broke market structure to the downside, we came down, we broke market structure to the downside, right? We broke market structure again, we came up, we broke market structure to the upside. We had a short-term break right there, came to a PDub rate, broke it again, came down, broke it again, came up, consolidated here, got up to this area here, came back down, moved around. This is what we did. This is how we moved around there, right? So we're looking at all these moves that we did over here, and we've studied all of this, right? So now we come over here to this area over here, and we say, okay, we're here now. This is what we've done, right? Based off what I've seen over here, what do I anticipate going forward, right? Tape reading is the anticipation going forward that builds your confidence from back here. But in order to work on your patience comes into what I was talking about this morning. When I broke it down to like a 15-second candle, and I was like, it's real easy for me to get on here and I had that up twice. It's real easy. I done took the stuff off my screen already. Yeah, I don't have it up here anymore. But when I had like the candles up here, and I mean, when I had the lines up here and I was going over the trade, and I was like, when you look at this area over here, wherever we was at, right up in here, was it? Yeah, 430. Yeah. I was like, when you look at this area over here, right there, this was the entry. I was like, it's real easy to look at these candles in hindsight and be like, oh yeah, you got in here and then price dropped down there, beautiful trade, right? But I said, when you're actually in this trade and you can't see these candles over here, right? And you done went short, right? You went short on this candle right here. And here we go. A full 3 minutes later, right? A full 3 minutes later, and you're underwater. You're underwater. It's going, and you feel like it's going against you. Look, like here, ooh wee, your butt cheeks tight. But This is what builds the patience. Getting into positions in sim, right? Treating it like it's live money and just sticking to the plan. Sticking to the plan. That's what builds the patience, right? The tape reading just gonna help you build the confidence in being able to see the moves. Sim trading and sticking to the plan is going to build the patience. If you, and I had to add the sticking to the plan on there, because if you get into trades and you're constantly trying to move your stop and move your profit target because you're scared you're going to get stopped out, or you're scared it's not going to go that far, you ain't ready to be sim trading, right? Sim trading, sticking to the plan, that builds your patience, because that helps you see how long you're going to need to be in the trade, right? That's what's going to build your patience. Now, if you're just impatient and you can't wait for the move to get to you, you don't need to be trading at all. You don't need to be trading at all, because you're overly anxious. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I wanted every price move to be my entry, every price move to be my trade. That's a mental thing where you just got to, I can't tell you how to get over that. I can tell you how to build patience being in trades, but I can't tell you how to build patience, you know what I'm saying, when you're fighting demons. On Twitter, you have tab, top filter out tweets from folks you follow and other. You should see tweet of everyone associates. Wait, what? It's a tab. You have two tab. That's supposed to be two, like TWO, two tabs on the top that filters. Following these people I'm following, and this is for you. So what I got to, oh, so what I got, what, but that's not on my phone. I don't think that's on my phone. And I look at Twitter on my phone. Oh yeah, right at the top, following. When I click on following on my phone, I see something that I tweeted. I don't even see the same thing. It's something I reply. Oh, wait a minute. Let me go to the top. Oh yeah, I see the same thing now. Okay, so I need to click on the tab and say following. All right, gotcha. The for you, that's the junk. So when it's on for you, that's where the junk be, right? Hey, wait a minute. I see Lex right there from 4 hours ago. 34 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. Hold to follow your much. I'll say one. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, then. 2 hours ago. Okay. Wait a minute. That's a 20 hours. That's a 2 hours. Now I'm 3 out. Wait a minute. They go Lex right there. Where did this 20 hours come from? Where did this come from? Oh, he did it. He did it 20 hours ago, and then Wall Street Trapper retweeted it. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate that. Look how you put me in the game. Look how you put me in the game, coach. Why little Timmy Rogers so grumpy today? I don't know. He always grumpy, man. Tim, don't forget to talk about your man. Get off my screen, man. Thank you, Tim. I've been watching more of your videos, and I dipped my toe today and made 3 hit. Hold on. Nat. You ain't new to trading, right? Because you say you dip your toe in. So you ain't new. I hope you ain't new. Let me come on full screen for this right here. Nat. If you're not new to trading, I can celebrate that. But if you new to trading and you going out there and hopping in the game like that, I gotta chastise you. Let me know if you're new to trading or not. If you ain't new to trading, say I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. You hear me? Watch Spy Lane, ES, NQ. Okay. What's Tim? What's up, chat? Okay, what's up? Check your notifications. That must be when you talk about Twitter. Look at your notifications. Why you keep saying check my notifications? Hold up. Is that you? Reuben, is that you? This. I guess that's a good, because I've been seeing this. I've been seeing this for a minute. Is that you on Twitter? Is that you on Twitter with that? See, man, y'all got too many names for me to be keeping up with, man. I appreciate that though. I appreciate you for putting me in the game like that. Yeah, man, get one name. You got hypertension over here. You got, I'm assuming that's Gucci. I'm assuming that's Gucci over there. It used to say Reuben. Yeah, I've been seeing. I'm like, I ain't know who that was. I'm like, I don't know who this is, but yeah, appreciate the love. Yeah. Get off my timeline. Stop sending me stuff. Now that I see it now I won't block you. I thought you was some weird clout chaser. Somebody said something. Can you do something? Tim, can you mark a new week opening gap so I can be sure I'm doing it right? Sure. What the haberdasher? Felt like something was crawling on me. We'll use this one right here for example, so I can. It's already there, but I go in and show you right here, right? So with the new week opening gaps, you said new week opening gaps, right? So with the new week opening gaps, right? What you want to do, you want to take an intraday time frame, like 60-minute, 15-minute. So just an intraday time frame, right? You want to get an intraday time frame, like 60-minute, 15-minute, whatever it is, right? And you want to come to the closing price on Friday. Cheese and rice. What you want to do? You want to get on an intraday time frame, right? And looking at the calendar here, as you see this date, if you look over here in the corner over here, this date right here says 310, right? 310, and the time it says 1700, right? So 310 at 1700, that's 5 o'clock, right? For the 12-hour clock. On the 24-hour clock is 1700. 5 o'clock on the 12-hour clock. If you got Thinkorswim or TradingView, it's going to be the 4 o'clock. It's going to be 4 o'clock. It's going to be the 4 o'clock candle, right? And you want to see the closing price, right? Because you want to see the time that the ES stopped trading, right? The time that the ES stopped trading on Friday and that price, right? So in this case, on the 10th, it was 39.1350, right? Then you want to get the opening price, right? You want to get the opening price Sunday night, right? Now, there's a couple new week opening gaps that ICTV talked about, right? He talked about one from Friday close to Sunday's open, and then he talked about Friday close until Monday's open, right? Monday's open at 9 o'clock, at 9:30, right? Where he don't include Sunday at all. He haven't gone into great detail about that one, so I won't, right? But you get the time from how is it? All right, so you come to Friday's close, right? Then you draw the box up to Sunday's open, right? Friday's close to Sunday's open, whatever that space is in between on an intraday chart. Because on the weekly charts, in the daily charts, depending on what your platform is, the candles for the ES may be marked with the New York close on the daily time frame. But you want the actual ES close, which is 5 o'clock on NinjaTrader or any platform that uses the end time for the candle timing, and 4 o'clock for Thinkorswim or TradingView or any platform that uses the beginning time if you're on an hourly candle. If you're on hourly candles, the beginning time. So you want to look at the last candle for the trading day on Friday and the first candle open for the trading day on Sunday. Draw your box in between that close and that open. Don't worry about the wicks. Go from Friday's close to Sunday's open, and then just extend that out through the rest of the week. Extend it out through the rest of the week. And that's your new week opening gap right there. That's the new week opening gap. Was that helpful? Was that helpful? Who did I do that for? Was that Erica? Yes, Erica, was that helpful? Yes, okay. Does anybody else got anything else? Does anybody got anything else? Thanks. You're welcome. Anything else? Anything else? Oh, black spiders. I don't know how often y'all check the membership section, right? But since we didn't do the live, I supposed to been checking to see if we had any members. Let me do that, and then I'll try to remember what I was about to just say. Venus. Oh, that was an upgrade. I'm like, I remember that name, Venus. That was an upgrade. Appreciate you for the upgrade, Venus. I appreciate you for the upgrade. Don't look like we got any new badge. No new badges. We're getting close to some new badges, but no new badges yet. Yes, no new badges yet. We're getting close to some new badges, some new fancy badges, but no new badges yet. We got one upgrade, which was Venus. I appreciate you, Venus. Now, Black Spiders. I don't know how often y'all check the membership section, but I this morning, since we didn't do the live stream, I put a couple posts inside here. I was trying to drop it beforehand, as you see here. I don't know how good you can see it. It don't really blow it up that big, but as you see here, I was pointing some stuff out, and then shortly after that, it was there. So I was trying to put it. I see some people liked it. I don't know when they liked it. 4 people liked there, 7 people liked there. I don't know exactly when you saw it, but I was just trying to drop something in there since we wasn't like watching price live. When I saw something transpiring, I took a screenshot real quick and dropped it in there. Feel free to go back and research it for yourself. It yeah, feel free to go back and research it for yourself. All of this stuff over here that we didn't talk about because Robinson didn't want to talk about it. But feel free to go back and research it for yourself. That's all I got. I don't see nothing else in the chat that anybody wants to talk about. We've been on here for 1 hour and 16 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it. It's been a long one. It's all gravy. Come a sweet ain't here. I ain't got nothing going on, but about the stuff to talk about. So, as always, man, don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today. Let your loved ones know that you love them today. Take advantage of today. Nobody's promised tomorrow. Do not put it off till tomorrow. If you need to get something right, get it right. Because if tomorrow don't come and you don't get it right, that's a pain you don't want to live with. That's a regret you don't want to live with. Communicate with your spouse. Communicate with your family members. Communicate with your kids. Open up the lines of communication. Right? Open up the lines of communication so that we can know how to express love for one another, how to speak in their love language so that they can accept the love that you're trying to show, and express yourself to them so they'll know how to speak in your love language so that you can accept love that they trying to show. Ain't nothing like doing all you can the best way you know how, and it's not the way that it needs to be done. That's a terrible situation to be in. Ain't nobody at fault. Ain't nobody at fault, but a lack of communication got you in an ugly situation. Closed mouths don't get fed. That's what my grandma used to always say. Closed mouths don't get fed. Hey, man, if your parents still with us, call them. Let them know that you love them. If you got grown kids like moi, call them up. Say, hey, mama think about you, daddy think about you. Hug your kids, hug your wife. Go rub your little furry little pets on their belly and say, oh, I love you so much, Jasper. Oh, I just love you. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I try to remember to say that. I know I shout out the people, the membership people all the time, but I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for pulling up. Again, like I told you today, I'm proud of each and every last one of y'all because you're doing something to change your family's financial future. If you know it or not, you're doing something to change your family's financial future. I salute you with both hands. Net, cheap cell phone family. Cheap cell phone family. Hey, that's it, man. I'll see y'all in the morning for the overnight price. What? Action. Gone, man.